Hello guys, my name is Puppy. I'm 10 years old and I love life. I have my breakfast every day when I get up in the morning. I love to eat healthy foods such as eggs, olives and cheese for breakfast. Then I like to brush and clean my teeth. Hey, wait a minute. Actually, I'm not the subject of our story. I will tell you the life story of my grandfather, whom I love very much. My grandfather is a very calm person. He is an 80 years old man. I think I should start our story with my grandfather's relationship with my father. When my father was just my age, he was a very mischievous child. My grandfather would always tell him how bad it was to misbehave. But my father would never listen to him. He would come home very late, and whenever my grandfather got angry, he would come late. Finally, my grandfather said that if he came home late, he would be angry with him. My father really didn't have bad intentions. He couldn't notice the time as he was busy playing games with his friends. By the way, I guess I should tell you where my father lives. My parents lived in a very cute town. There were trees and colorful flowers everywhere. It was a great place for children to play. Friendships are very sincere and beautiful. There was a very beautiful fountain in middle of this cute town. This fountain never runs out of water. When the children got tired of playing, they drank beautiful water from this fountain and rested under the cypress tree next to it. The children who grew up in such a cute town would play very nice games with each other and make very good friendships. Well, there is no need to go too far. My father was very upset because my grandfather was very angry with him. My grandfather said to him, "Son, I know you are upset because I'm angry. When I was little, my father was very angry with me. I would be sad too. Only later did I understand why he was angry. I'm not telling you not to play with your friends. You have the right to play. But when the sun goes down in the evening, the children must go home, because everywhere is dark and in this case some dangers may arise. A spider can bite you. Because it's dark everywhere, you may fall and hurt your body. With all this in mind, I think it's much better to do your homework at home rather than going out in the evening. Teachers give homework. You can learn your lessons better when you do these assignments." My father began to realize that he had made a mistake after these words of my grandfather and said to my grandfather, "I understand what you are saying to me. You are so right in your words. I will be more careful about this now and try not to come home late," he said. By the way, my grandfather asked my father to bring his glasses. My father stopped being sad and went to his room to fetch my grandfather's glasses. Since my grandfather's glasses were blue, my father was very interested and he wanted to wear them once. My father, who was unaware that glasses were magic, wore glasses. At this very moment, he went to a very beautiful garden. There were sheep eating grass, dogs sleeping in his hood, and birds flying in the air. My father started walking on the path between the grass. He was trying to understand what was going on. By the way, he realized that this situation had occurred because he was wearing glasses, but he didn't know how to get home again. It continued to progress. A man he did not know came to him. He told the man what had happened and asked how he could go home again. The old man said that if you want to go home again, you must successfully complete many games. My father asked what the games were. I will play you the games one by one. I hope you can read successfully and return home, he said. The first game was the guess nature of animal sounds. The old man blindfolded my father and asked about the sounds of 4 different animals. These animals were sheep, dogs, goats, and cats, respectively. My father guessed all of them correctly and successfully completed the first game, albeit with a little difficulty. It's time to move on the second game. The second game was the longest stay on a bull. My father was successful at this because he loved horseback riding on the farm back then. All of a sudden, the bull came and sat in front of it. My father got on the bull, albeit a little scared. The bull, which did not force much at first, started to shake hard in the advancing periods. My father, albeit with difficulty, remained on the bull for 90 seconds and successfully completed the game. The old man congratulated him and said that he had broken the highest record ever. It's time for the final game. The last game was a running competition. He had to complete the 500-meter road by running. It was very difficult at the start of the race. He completed the race by running fast in continuation of the race. The old man was stunned by this situation and congratulated my father. After the old man's greeting, a magic door appeared and the old man said that when you pass through this door, you will return home. My father thanked me, walked through the door and went back home. He immediately took off his glasses and ran to my grandfather and told him what had happened. My grandfather said, "Yes, my son, these glasses were inherited from my father. Normally, I kept it, but this time I asked you to bring it because I was going to leave these glasses for you, and now it's time to see what happens. You saw it. These glasses will be left from you to your son in the future, and he will try to come back to you by completing different games. He says you have to go and complete your homework now. My father's first secret was clear now. You can watch our second episode to learn other secrets together.